the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm.
Free Lounge on 3FM 92.7. It's our Motivational Monday, but now it's getting into a very important conversation on Ghana's biggest music night, the Telestar Ghana Music Awards. The big nominees announcement was made on Saturday evening. The entire day, from about 11 all the way through to the evening, we had the nominees list coming out on socials, on air, and then the conversation began. And the final ones were announced at the live show from the Palms Convention Center. And now joining us, the head of public events, we have Mr. Robert Clark, aka also the team lead for TGMAs. Hi, Robert. How are you doing?
Hi.
Have you had any rest since Saturday?
I don't know if I'm supposed to be chanting.
Have you had any rest since Saturday?
Well, the regular sleeping period, but beyond that, yes, I was in the office yesterday.
Oh my!
Yeah,
oh my gosh, that's terrible.
And in the evening, I had to be on the near.
Right. Okay. To talk about
Yeah. So I've been working. This
Clearly.
morning, I'm just coming from an interview session at HITS.
Yeah.
I'm here with you, so yeah, it continues.
It's gonna be a hectic next couple of weeks. Yeah. And especially this week as well, because this week is a deliberation week where people can be able to bring in any omissions or anything of that sort for the board to be able to take a look at.
Yes, so it's a review week for anything that needs to be looked at. Yeah, we have that opportunity. So it's 1 week window, and we are open. So if for any reason whatsoever some people feel like they need to have things addressed, redressed, whatsoever, corrections to be made, submission of data inaccurate, all of these things, they have the opportunity to submit at info@GhanaMusicAwards.com. Share with us, and we will respond to each one of them, whoever has any needs specifically.
I like that. All right, now let's come to how Saturday went. In terms of the hour-by-hour releases and finally the main nights, or the main nominees announcement night as well. How was the process leading up to this event?
The process is one convoluting, hectic one, and you engage a lot of different industry personalities, research coming in with their data, people you are working with across the country, people giving you feedback, and then obviously there are a few things you'll be looking for, like streaming numbers and radio airplay information that's coming out. Put all of these elements together, and then you also have your dipstick feedback from various specific places, committee meetings giving you feedback on songs and their performances and artists and the things that they have done within the year, the review. So all of these sessions take place. You keep reviewing them over and over again until you now finalize your nominations. When you have your nominations, you now go back to the rules, the internal operation guidelines of the scheme to ensure that you align, and then you select who deserves to be there. So sometimes, yes, you may have 12, you may have 10, you may have 15, but when you begin to evaluate then and ensure that you want to meet the mark, then you begin to cut down to be able to make sure you have whether it's 6 or so for the nominees list, and then you project them. So this is what we've been up to, and it's been a lot of work, and we're just happy that we can celebrate artists and songs that have done incredibly well in the year in review.
Perfect. Now let's come to the swing period, or that particular point. So it's become, I've seen quite a bit of conversation online. I think that part has become quite gotten a lot of attention, I'd say. Now, walk me through what the swing period is, and how the two that have been a part of have qualified, and how any other artist in the subsequent editions of TGMAs will be able to find if they are qualified for that swing period.
Okay, so swing period really has to do with the board's interest in ensuring that songs that had a cultural impact in the year under review is not missed, because we realize that sometimes people release songs, and this we had started having conversations with stakeholders a while back, and they've told us about how they release songs. Sometimes they have a project, sometimes they want to release something to mark Christmas, sometimes number of things. And so because we are working with 1st of January to December 31st, if somebody releases a song, let's say 2 days to the end of December, then what it means is they are not really going to be a part of it to a certain extent. But then from consultation, it became apparent that we should have a swing period which basically factors in or creates a window to accommodate songs that in the previous year were released in December, but in the year under review, they had a great cultural impact and they deserve to be celebrated. Essentially, that's what it is. So what it means is that this year is 2026. Last year is 2025. If for any reason a song was released in 2024, December.
All right, so it was close to the 2025.
Yes, it was close. So for example, if you take Sarkodie's Messiah and if you take Excellence, they came out in December of 2024. But during that period, it wasn't big. But in the year under review, which is 2025, they had a great year. They impacted the culture, and you can actually see what those songs did within the space. So the swing period says it was released towards the end of 2024, and it didn't have enough traction. But in the year 2025, it's dominated the space, and so you want to be able to consider these songs that have impacted the space and add them to the year under review.
I like that.
And that's it. So that's really what it is. It's just so that we can accommodate and celebrate good works of artists that have really gone out there, to be able to support their project, essentially. So that's what it is.
Okay. Now, there was a statement put out that showed the modalities of it in the swing period, but there's some modalities with it.
Yes.
It's not necessarily something that you can use over and over. Like, walk me through how it works.
Yeah. So if you can just read.
Okay. Let me get into the press release that was put out. So put out this morning. TGMA introduces swing period to recognize late year music impact. The board of the Talisal Ghana Music Awards has introduced a swing period policy to ensure that outstanding songs released late in the year receive fair consideration within the award scheme. The policy implemented by in the 27th edition of the Talisal Ghana Music Awards allows songs released in December to be considered in the following awards year, provided they meet with strict eligibility conditions. To qualify, a song must 1. Have been released in December of the eligibility year, 2. Have demonstrated measurable impact within the year under review, 3. Not have received a nomination in the previous edition of the awards. According to the TGMA board, the decision follows 3 years of engagement with industry stakeholders and reflects the awards' commitment to ensuring that impactful songs are not disadvantaged by release timing. Under the newly introduced policy, 2 songs have earned nominations in the 27th TGMA. 1, Messiah by Sarkodie featuring Kweku Flick, and 2, Excellent by Kojo Black featuring Kelvin Boy. Both songs gained notable traction and audience engagement following their release, demonstrating the very scenario the swing period was designed to address. The TGMA board believes this policy strengthens the awards mission to recognize excellence, reflect industry realities, and celebrate the full impact of Ghanaian music. As the music industry continues to evolve with changing release cycles, digital consumption patterns, and the global audience dynamics, the Talisal Ghana Music Awards remains committed to refining its process in ways that protect credibility while ensuring deserving works receive recognition. Signed. All right, so this sort of outlines quite a bit of it and gives the criteria in which the three criteria in which the song must satisfy: being released in December of the eligibility year, having demonstrated measurable impact, and most importantly, has not received a nomination in the previous edition.
Yes.
So take it, a song is released in December 2025.
Yep.
It's too close to award season now, so it hasn't gained enough traction to be considered. So in this year, I'm stating for the 28th TGMA. So this year, if the song becomes really, really big, they didn't submit it for any nominations in 2026. They can be considered for 2027.
Yes, more or less they can.
If the song gains the traction and changes, that adds to the culture of the music in some way, shape, or form. Okay.
However, if those songs are nominated in any of the technical categories, and when I say technical, I'm referring to the non-popular categories of the scheme. Then it means that they have already
lost out.
So they've lost out. So that's what it means.
Okay, so that one, and that is not necessarily subject to the artist.
They
should have put in the nomination to be considered for the technical.
Yes. So if you put it through, and it's considered, and that's it. It doesn't matter what happens.
But if it's not considered, and based on the year and how the song goes,
performs,
then it can be considered for it. So then you can say, okay, I want to activate my swing period clause, or to the point, and then now put in saying that, well, based on the year under review, based on this numbers, based on this facts, I think my song deserves to be considered for the swing period, and puts it in. Oh, that's amazing. And I think it's and I'm excited that the scheme is constantly evolving and looking at ways in which to improve the process, because I remember a few years ago, some people have raised that, oh my gosh, this song really became bigger after awards season, and however, the next year it wasn't considered because it went past the year and then the dates. So I think this is a really great step in the right direction. Yeah. So kudos to you and the entire team.
Well, we are grateful that the board is responsive and is listening. And I think for me, that's the only way the board can remain relevant. Because the space is very dynamic. Things keep changing, and you want to always be in touch and make sure that your ears are on ground and you are. Your policies are in line with what the people really need, and constantly trying a way to maintain fairness, and you should ultimately project the works of the artists and the artists themselves. And so these are the things that we try to do.
Well, that's exciting. Now, let's get into the activities for the calendar year. Once nominees announcement starts, it's sort of like is a prelude to all the amazing things to come before Music's biggest night and even after. So walk us through the calendar this year.
Calendar, we have our statutory activities that we do, and so we would maintain these. And what I mean by that is we have the Nominees Jam, we have the TGMA in schools.
Do we know which region Nominees Jam is going to?
That is going to come out soon.
Okay, I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, you know what they say. If you see everything you are going to do now,
what will you do?
So that information is going to come out pretty shortly, and once that comes out, we know that that's what it is. We are going to go to that particular region, and obviously we'll be encouraging everybody to be a part of that. Yes, because that is actually speaking directly to local tourism and domestic tourism for that matter. So yes, that, and then we have the TGMAs in schools, and then we will have the master class. Hopefully this year we should be able to have that as well. And then comes the big night itself.
Dang.
Yep, the main awards. And we have already put out a date because we want people to be able to plan with that. So that's 9th of May. Following that, we're going to have the night with the AOTY. And then we are going to have the music summit, take place. So these are the key activities that we have. But in between these elements, we are looking at introducing a few exciting stuff. And those things will be announced as we go on. The next activity on the calendar really has to do with the 1 week window for addressing any form of misspelled or words or corrections that are required whatsoever. So the board will be having that review, so you can help us to review as well if anything has been done that you feel is inaccurate or needs to be addressed or any whatsoever. We are open to submissions for you to petition the board for some of these things to be addressed. So that is the first thing. And we will also quickly be making submissions on the unsung category. Yep. So anybody who is within the space, upcoming acts, and you're looking for an opportunity to ride on the TGMA to achieve whatever goal you want musically, yes, the opportunities are here for you. Once the information about Unsung is released, please feel free and do participate in it. We've already shared the criteria because we want people to be aware of it, for it to guide them. So yes, that's what we are hoping to achieve with people who want to participate in the Unsung category.
Okay, that's exciting too. So at this point, Unsung will be open up for people to be able to put in the nominations for who they think deserves to be. And the best part is the one that is able to win and perform on the night. I think it's one of the finest moments on the night, usually.
Yep. Yeah, it's been great so far. I mean, from the days of Miss V to Kwame Eugene,
I remember. Yes.
Quite a number of people have won.
It's almost like a crowning point where you're going to be a huge star after this. It's like it's almost certain that right after you become a person that the music industry takes seriously and now starts to give attention to.
But the good thing is, even there are people who sometimes participate, don't win, but they still become that big thing. And one of the experiences we've had, if you take, for example, Mr. Drew was part of this. He did not win. but
and went ahead to also do great things. Yes,
Dope
yes,
Nation
yes,
did not
yes,
win,
yes, yes.
but they are big. And yeah, we've had quite a number of them. Even Jackie, she
Yes.
didn't win, but she's
Oh, wow.
all of these guys have participated in an Asang category. So yes, we are open, and if you have what it takes, and sometimes yes, you may have a song already working. These are the people we are looking for. People who are just at the edge, looking for that little push to be able to break through, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So yes, hopefully we should be able to have all of these folks coming through.
Absolutely. Now bringing into the conversation Nana Kojo-Addo, who was the man on the stage alongside me, steering affairs beautifully are the TGMA nominees night. Hi, Nana. How are you?
Hi, AJ.
How was it like on the night?
Well, I mean, it's always nice to be by your side.
Okay, come on. Vibes.
Cartel.
I mean, you
heard what I
I
said?
love bars. You said bars?
Vibes.
Cartel.
I like that. Vibes
Oh my
cartel.
goodness.
I mean, generally, it was beautiful. It was a very brief, simple ceremony.
Yes.
Not too long, straight
Yes.
to the point.
Yes.
That, we were all looking forward to the last batch of the categories after the afternoon.
Yes.
After the afternoon run. Of course, the Artist of the Year category. But generally, I think it was beautiful performances-wise. Bethel Revival Choir, Gonna Boy, and I'm opening the show. I think it was generally
Kojo Black.
and Kojo Black, the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
I loved his
he
performance.
was energetic.
I
It
loved
was amazing to
he
see.
really choreographed his performance very well.
Yeah.
And it made a lot of sense, and you can see that he put in work. A lot of work went to what he was doing. He took it as his World Cup. I can see.
Showcase yourself well on stage,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
But shocks and surprises. Were there any that you weren't expecting?
Well, let me the guy. What's his name? Kojo Black, right? Yes, it helped him to feature because his song has actually traveled over 12 months, and it's still a big
Yes,
song.
it is.
And so for the introduction of swing,
He would not have gotten
swung.
that yet.
so I like that idea. It was always good that you have the scheme is always bringing up something that allows for but what I didn't see was the group of the year.
I was coming to that.
Yes, I didn't see that, but last year it was introduced.
Yes.
I don't know if
If
maybe
we
he would
didn't
explain
meet, yeah.
that, but I didn't see group of the year.
Yeah.
And I think there was something else that wasn't mentioned. Producer?
Yeah, so
Producer, right?
so I was going to actually say that there are a few categories that are yet to be
Announced? Okay.
So you should
Okay.
have that information coming
Okay.
up pretty
Okay.
shortly. Yes.
Okay.
So those ones are going to be announced, and whatever information it is that's supposed to accompany that to be accompanied. Yeah. So those categories, and then there's also music for good.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
And,
yes.
and there's also. Usually there's also instrumentalists, and then but some of them are honorary, and so you keep them till the main night.
Right.
But whatever it is, you have information about it,
Okay.
so people are able to understand clearly what is pending, what is not pending. But that is yet to be shared as well.
Okay, that's exciting.
Then I think the most popular song of the year. Yes, I think there was conversation about that.
It's very hotly look for those that don't know.
Most
Let me go
popular
in.
song of the
So, Talis's most popular song of the year, we have Kitty featuring Olive the Boy and Kojo Black with Gymnastics. Black Sheriff Sacrifice, Wendy Shea featuring Olive the Boy, Crazy Love. Kojo Black featuring Kelvin Boy with Excellent. Medical featuring Shatawale and Beach Trap, Shoulder. Last Mid, Olivia. Molly Shensia, Giddy Bank, and Silent Addy with Shake It to the Max, the remix. PACA Esther with Nyamiye, and King Paluta with Foko One. Foko, yes.
So there was conversation about Kenneth Balenciaga and violence also.
Sarkodie's Violence, yes.
Balenciaga not featuring there. I think per the conversations we were having, and Scanty was talking about how if there are certain songs in there that would have, if those songs have featured there, then these two other songs that I mentioned, Violence and the other one, Balenciaga, also qualified to be in there. But I realized that the number of songs in the category were
there's also a cutoff point. Yeah.
Is there a cutoff point? Has it always been 8, or this year was made 8 because
this? I think it's even 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
But so, usually it's more than.
Usually
9. It's 9.
Yeah. So sometimes you want to do like 10. So this year I think but what happens is that when there are ties, if there's a tie, for example, and maybe one song is going to end up bringing another song, and then we probably end up going beyond. Then sometimes you want to either you want to maintain 9, because if you add the other, then you will probably go to 11 or 12. I mean, there was a particular year I remember we had 4 ties.
Wow.
So then bringing one meant bringing all the
other
extra 3.
Yeah.
Right. So like, okay, you know what? All these 3, really, really, really looking at it, if the principle is that anybody in a category can win,
okay,
then if they don't match up to the first set that we have, you might as well just drop all of them.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. So that is what sometimes happens.
Okay.
So it is one of those celebrations. But yeah, so that's why we say that if you don't make the cuts, it's not like you didn't do work.
When
it's just that.
When you say the tie, is it from the board voting?
Oh yeah, from the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is that. Okay. So 15 or 17 people have voted, and then there is a tie between, or 16 people, 8 in terms of the voting on the board. Then you are not able to drop any, but because the songs are not meeting the other strengths of the other songs, so they have to be dropped.
Okay, so you have gone into possible operation, but I like to shield and then go with the fact that you, in your evaluation, there is a tie, and so there are certain songs that you want to be able to keep out, or you want to keep in. If the ties are many, then you know. But if it's just 1 or 2, maybe you're able to bring it in. So these are decisions that they make based on the operational guidelines that we work in house, and then that is the reason why you find that.
But when you talk about reggae and dancehall in Ghana, we know there's a lot of heat and there's a lot of excitement there. But in the category, you have only 3 artists. I mean, what could possibly be the issue, Robert?
Oh, that one is open for us to all look at. The reality is the fact that we work with the submission and the works that we are able to research about, and when you put that out, because when it comes to the song, you have enough, right? So the song, we had like 6 of them in terms of the songs that were within the space.
But the artist,
when it comes to the artistry, I think that's where. You don't have. I mean, when you take the likes of Stonebwoy and Samini, you've seen what they've done, and if so we don't have a lot of the artistry, probably matching up, and so, based on the information that we have, and that is that it just didn't make the cut.
Not strong enough
exactly.
To make the 6.
But then again, you'd realize that people who are there are not necessarily reggae dancehall artists.
Okay.
They just that they created a reggae song. Or maybe a dancehall song.
Okay.
Yeah, like we had, there have been years when Adina created Why Yo, it didn't mean that she was
a reggae artist.
You understand? Yes. So, but when it comes to the artistry, then you focus on the artists and then you work with them in a particular light. So yes, for that you would still feature if the element clearly shows that you have to be there as an artist, even though you may probably not have a song nominated.
Okay. Okay.
Artist of the Year. Black Sheriff, Medical, Stonebwoy, Wendy Shea, Sarkodie, Diana Hamilton. Prior to nominees announcement coming up, there had already begun a conversation about PSA Esther versus Diana Hamilton in terms of Artist of the Year and who can carry it based on what song. Right. And she is not in the list.
Yeah.
Raising, I'm sure a lot, but I'm yet to see what the reaction is in the gospel fraternity on that particular one, but considering you already set an agenda in some circles prior to this, I'm sure a few of them might be feeling some type of way. But in terms of Artist of the Year, what went into the selection of our set this year?
I mean, it is what always goes in. We are looking at artistry. Artistry goes beyond the sound. So for songs that deserve to be in most popular song of the year category, they are there. And it is not everybody who is in that category that's in the artist of the year. Because for artist of the year, you look at the entire
the cumulative presence of the year.
The person has done with
big song from Medical, albums and EPs out. it is going to be. So it's a matter of how they are all going to champion
their own basis
their
to be able
messages.
to,
And
because
like,
when it comes down to it, I think
Yeah.
everyone in there made a very solid showing for themselves in the year under review.
So prove to us that you want it. Prove to us that you want that prestige. Prove to us that you, Stone Boy, you want to bag it again for what, the fourth time or the third time? Stone is 3, right?
Yeah, Stone has won 2, yes. So.
Okay, so yes, for the third time, Sarkodie
That would win. Medical and Wendy. They would make history as the first time winners.
Yes.
All the rest have 1 or 2 or 3 under their belt already.
It would be lovely to see either of them carry.
Yeah,
it.
Dinah has 1, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Diana has one.
yes, yes,
Blacko
yes,
has
yes.
one.
Blacko has one.
Sarkodie
Sarkodie has
two also.
multiple. Stone has 2, and so it'll be Wendy and Medical that may make history.
It will be nice to see either of the two win it.
Yeah.
Wendy or Medical.
Yeah.
So these are your picks.
I'm saying it would be nice.
To have history be
I know,
retold.
but I mean, if Stoneboy has put in a lot of work, and again, I would repeat that if you prove that you want it and you have your machinery work
Put in
for
place,
you, your
yeah.
PR work
Yeah,
for you,
yeah.
you have people speaking for you, and of course, ultimately, the votes also come for you. It's going to be like a good night for either of them. Yeah.
Blacko too showing power. Blacko has a good
And new artist of the year. If-
Oh
if
yes,
we can
coming to
have
that. Yes, new
That's
artist
your
of the year.
favorite category.
That is my favorite.
really?
I honestly, I feel so much joy whenever I see the best new artist because
Yes.
it's like, okay, who out of all the incredible talents we've heard this year have excelled? So that is something I always look forward to. Kojo Black, Ghana Boy, Lalid, Adum Kiki. It's interesting. It's very interesting today, this particular nomination list, because I think all of them have spoken well for themselves in the year under review. A
Kojo
few
Black
more
is
than
there,
other.
right?
No.
Kojo Black.
Kojo Black, Ghana Boy, Lalid, Adum Kiki. So
I like the way others go like Kojo Black and others go like Kojo Black.
Because I was like Kojo Black. Oh, Kojo Black, you mean? Oh yeah, he's in there. So yeah, I feel I don't want to say what I feel. Let me leave it to the
Okay, so for me, like I mentioned earlier, his song Kojo Black song Excellence, right? Excellent has done amazing. Like
he came on the scene and he's killing it.
no,
Charlie.
like for over 12 months, if you play the song
It's
right
a jam.
now, it's a
Everyone will
jam.
dance.
He has also moved around. He's played a number of shows. He has proven his worth on stage. Vocally, he's good, and the song was big. Kojo Black, out of the list stands tall for me, honestly. Yes, there's voting, so that's a secondary. But for me, he stands tall. Yes, I engaged Ghana Boy the last quarter of the year. I saw him. I saw his concert at the Good Park. I mean, for a new artist,
He actually pulled,
be bold,
and say I'm
be
going to
that
do my
bold
own.
to go and stage a concert. The team behind him like really pushed him. to
Yeah,
do
they
that.
have him.
He comes next for me in the list.
People are raising the bar.
Yes, at this
Yeah,
point in
yeah,
time, and I'm so
That's
happy
like
about
huge.
how the industry is going, because usually it will be like you have to crawl before you walk kind of
Yes.
vibe. That's always been the thing where
But they stand up and start running.
Now people, the youngins are saying stop it all. Like we're not playing. They are staging their own. Like in the first year, because I know Kweku Smoke as well when he gone into the scene, probably in his first year and a half, he also had his own headlined show, which
Yes.
was insane at Good Park or so.
Yes.
Like they are doing the things that you would think it would take 5
What-
years
what's the
in the
senior-
industry.
the
Yes,
senior men are
for you
doing
to, because
the-
you have to give credence more before
Yeah,
you do
but
someone's
we
show
don't have
more.
time.
No,
We
no,
don't
no.
have
They are
time.
like, nah, I'm
We
doing
don't
my
have
own
time,
show.
bro.
I'm putting my name on it, and you're gonna come.
Exactly. So for me, yeah, Lalid is in there. Yes, he comes up with his song Mata, but I just want to be blunt on this category
Ish.
for the first time. I mean, yes, it's not yet Lalid's time to win it, but for me, straight ahead, Kojo Black Kojo Black stands tall for me for works that he did. I mean, coming next to him is Ghana Boy. I mean, if I'm privy to certain information about some of these people. So if an artist comes up strongly in his first year and he begins to charge certain amounts, and he's beginning to get calls from different parts of the country, and he's charging a certain amount that certain B-listers are not able to charge, then it means that they have really stepped up. And for a new artist to do that, Charlie, so out for me, I'm predicting right from today, before the 9th of May, Kojo Black.
Yeah.
Kojo Black cuts for me. It's like Sarkodie's first year, right?
You could see right through that. This guy is coming to take over. All right. Let's see how that goes. Say it again.
I mean, he has his pick.
Yes.
Who's your pick?
I cannot pick. I find it some way because so for the next few weeks, we're going to be doing our TGMA corner, and I'll be trying to speak to as many of the artists as we possibly can. So I feel like if I make my pick now, I'll do the rest of the service, and it'll come with she's already prejudiced against me, so I'm going to keep that to my chest. I'll probably say it on the 10th of May.
Well, I think as a journalist, because the role we play is all media. Sometimes you need that neutrality to be exuded to let people feel confident about working with you. So that's fine. In my case, it's of even no consequence. I can't even whisper it. I can't even whisper it. So
if I was sitting in her position, I won't.
But I did. Exactly. So you can share your thoughts.
As somebody who follows the industry, I mean, looking at all the things that have happened, and we can't take that credit from the young gentleman for the song that he released.
To be fair,
massive song, beautiful video. Like I watched the video last week again, and I'm like, so like I've seen the video. But last week I watched it like from start to finish. I'm like,
he put his best foot forward.
This is what the guy's doing. So he's predicting the future in the video. And the future is here.
I love it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Coming to album of the year, which I'm very excited about because I have some really great works, and this I think is going to be a tough battle. Iron Boy, Black Sheriff, Torture, Stone Boy, After Midnight, Jackie, Distribution 2. Oh, sorry, Disturbation. Me, Kweku, Smoke. Ken, which one is standing tall to you?
Iron Boy. Yeah.
Okay, I can agree.
I mean, again, I'm being blunt and straightforward in these conversations because I'm sitting here. But aside that, when the album was released early last year, I had the opportunity to listen through the album, and more than 4 or 5 songs on the album have made charts. And that does it for me. For a number of songs, usually, back then, and it's going, but for him, Top of the Morning, Iron Boy itself, Sacrifice, Lord I'm Amazed, Dreamer, oh man.
Looks like he's been sleeping with the album.
No, I mean, I soaked these albums. I soaked Torture. I mean, when it was released later on in the year, I soaked it. And I soaked Iron Boy. I mean, After Midnight came through, I think, last quarter or so. I think so. Last quarter of the year. And then the other one, Walk With Me, Kweku Smoke, also came through, I think, the third to last quarter. But for a song, for an album to have the trend from the first quarter till now,
all the way.
I mean,
and to be fair, I think Black Sheriff deserves commendation on one thing. Whenever he puts out his albums, you will not. There's no skippable track. No. Like you can literally put it on loop, travel a long distance with, and literally listen to each song on it. Exactly. And I think it's from his very first album that I realized that, because I think when he came on the scene, he was about to do the album, and I had to listen to it to do his event. And I said, okay, I need to listen, because I always want a mindset to be able to know the music.
Right.
I didn't stop. I listened from point one to, and I would not. I put the album on loop. That's the first one, and I think that this particular one, Iron Boy, also now does that. He gives art.
Yes.
He just doesn't give us music. He gives us art as well.
I mean, there was this woman Nana McBrown came across in the market. She was a market woman. She trades in the market. The woman is able to sing half of the songs on the album.
Wow.
Word for word. Not Gen Z.
Chalet.
Like, not Gen Z. Not
Chalet.
Gen Z. She tell you. I mean, lyrically, Blacko is up there. Production-wise, up there. Composition, up there. And so for me, like I said, the album Iron Boy always reminds me of Amachi Dede, but it's an album that really stood out for me in the year under review. Torture is great. I can't take it away from Bobo, but I think that if you look at the space and the time that Iron Boy has stayed on from that time till now, when you drop
even on all the DSPs, it's still raining high on
I don't talk much
consistently. Now Ara the J's The Odyssey also released in 2025, and he tweeted with emojis. There we go.
Congratulations.
Clearly a little upset that it wasn't considered. Did you think it's an omission that could be rectified? Do you think with the caliber of people in the list he should be in it?
So if let me just go by the approach that Robert mentioned earlier, and how the songs are shortlisted, or the albums or whatever is shortlisted into any category. There is a cutoff point of 6 songs in each category, and so if there are maybe it was the 7th on there.
Yeah,
just
okay.
maybe it was the 7th on there, because yes, good album, but if you are comparing it to these ones that have made it into the cut, it may not match up to the strength in there. That's what I think. I mean, it's not a bad album at all. I mean, that young man also came on strongly, following the footsteps of Blacko. Know, but for Torture to be there, for Disturbation 2, Walk With Me, After Midnight, Iron Boy, maybe it was the 7th. Couldn't make it into the cut. Maybe. I don't. He has said congratulations. Yes, it's a nice way of saying my album was there too. Like, you didn't put my album in there, but maybe it was number 7.
Can he mount ask for a review on it?
1 week window.
Yeah, 1 week window.
I mean, anybody can ask for any of the things. Clearly, that's what I'm saying. And then for as long as the 1 week window is open, that can be done. But you will have to make
justify
a strong case. Yes, and once you have that strong case, if it's can be considered, why not?
Okay.
There's no limitation or restriction to anybody who feels for any reason whatsoever that any announcement that has been made should prevent them from making their voice heard. Really.
So after this week is done, then it's set in stone. So for now,
yes.
you have a week. So for Team R, the J, they can be able to at least mount some sort of appeal, stating strongly why out of all these albums they should be added to the list, and perhaps
It's not the only one though. There are some few people who have been called me saying, Charlie, this album,
so mount your agenda, bring your facts and figures, and you just might be able to get an appeal placed in for this option as well. If you're just sitting in, we are live On 3 Lounge, I'm here with Robert Clark, Head of Public Events and Team Lead for the TGMAs, and Anakojo Addo, host on the TGMA nominees announcement and media personality as well. We're talking about the just released TGMA nominees. There's a 1-week window of review allowing you a chance to be able to appeal if need be. We're going through some of the different categories, and we'd like you to voice out your thoughts as well. 0531 100 927. That's 0531 100 927. Share your thoughts as well with us. For reminding you that Gope Festival is happening on the 28th of March. Legon City Mall, be a part of it. And as well, join us this weekend for the long weekend enjoyment at the Ghana Month Getaway and Expedition.